Image formation by a plane mirror. Now it can be done. Consider this is an object. A point object I am taking, so mark it as O. Now from this point object, it's not like only one light ray will come out from a particular object. There will be a number of light rays which will come out from a particular object. So let one light ray is coming and it is striking here at plane mirror. This is the point of incidence. Then one more light ray is coming and that will also strike at another point. So there will be 2 points of incidence. This is point of incidence A, this is point of incidence B. So I got 2 points of incidence where the reflected ray has been striking to the plane mirror. Now what I will do, I will just draw normal at both of these. Normal is, what is normal? It is just an imaginary line. So because I got 2 points of incidence, line may not be coming very straight, but these are 2 normal imaginary lines from these 2 points. This is N1, let it be, this is N2. Okay. Now after striking here, the reflected ray will go towards this side, because the reflected ray has made an angle. These 2 angles should be equal. So it will strike and will go away in this direction. This is the reflected ray. And the light which has reflected from here, it will again be reflecting at this particular point. Okay. So this is our first law of reflection. It is clearly shows. This is angle I, this is angle R, again angle I and angle R. Now how the image is formed in this case? For image formation, how image forms? This line is actually, it is being extended backwards at a point, another one also. When you will draw these lines, they will appear to meet at a point, and this will come out to be your place where these 2 lines which are reflected and extended backwards will meet. This is image of that particular object. The distance between the plane mirror and the object and the image and the plane mirror should be same and will come exactly at the point opposite and appears like it is formed behind the mirror. What is the characteristic of this image form? One thing is, it is virtual. Virtual, as you all know, means cannot be obtained on a screen. In plane mirror, the size of image will be same. Distance of image from the plane mirror will be same as the object. Another thing it will show is lateral inversion, but here we are not talking about lateral inversion because I have just took a point object. So it is difficult to decide the lateral inversion in point object. When you are taking some line object or some other object, then it will be easy for you to take out. And image will come out to be erect also. So again, in the point object, it is not possible just to say that the image is erect. These are the characteristics of the image which is formed by a point object in a plane mirror. Just ignore these 2, lateral inversion and erect, because they hardly matter in case of a point object. Otherwise, these will also be there. So this is how the image of all the objects will be formed in a plane mirror, and it appears like when you are looking in the mirror from this side, it appears to you like the object is present here, but it is not actually the object, it is the plane mirror. It is actually the image of that particular object. Now, laws of reflection are always valid at every point of time. Means you cannot say that somewhere there will be failure of laws of reflection. So here we have two types of reflection. One is called as regular reflection and second is irregular reflection, which is also considered as diffused reflection. One and the same thing. Now, what do you mean by regular reflection? You can understand this better with the help of a diagram. Now, consider this as a surface. I am not taking a plane mirror. This is a surface, but the surface is smooth. Now, a parallel ray, so many parallel rays of light, they are striking to this particular object. So these are the incident rays. Because it is a smooth surface, so they will be reflected back, and they will be reflected back same way parallelly. You can draw normal also. At each point of incidence, again you will have a normal. So in this case, you will notice a set of parallel incident rays is reflected back, that also is in the parallel manner. In this case, we will get image also. Images are generally formed because of the regular reflection. Then what is in the irregular reflection? Surfaces are not smooth every time. Somewhere you may notice that there may be unevenness on a surface. Now this I have took an uneven surface. Now incident rays are falling on it and they are parallel. I have already took the incident rays which are parallel. But you will notice they are falling at different points. The surface is not smooth, so somewhere it is falling at above height, somewhere it is going a little below. Because of this, the light ray which is reflected may get reflected at different angles. Means angle for one particular incident ray will be equal with the angle of reflection of that particular ray, but will not be same with other rays. Like in this case, you will have, if angle of reflection is 30 degree, so all the angle of reflection will also be approximately 30 degree. So it has led to the formation of image. Means parallel incident rays have reflected parallelly. But in this case, you will notice that angle of incidence is 30 degree and angle of reflection is 30 degree, but it is not for all the cases. Maybe it is 30 degree for this case, but for this case, maybe angle of incidence is somewhere 40 degree. So its angle of reflection can also come out to be 40 degree. Means these two are not same. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection for one particular ray will always come out to be equal, but it will not be equal for all the parallel incident rays. This is the reason, because these rays are not having the same angles on reflection and not same direction. They will not allow image formation. And why we call it as diffused? Because the reflected rays are diffused. They are scattered in different direction. So this is the reason it is also called as diffuse reflection. No image formation in this case, whether the surface is smooth or shiny. Means whether the surface is shiny. So this is the major point of difference. So then you might be thinking that sometimes your surface which is otherwise rough, afterwards we can see some image on it. For example, like floor, marble floor, you cannot see your image in that. It appears to be smooth, but there are very tiny irregularities on it. So when water spills on it, it will fill all the irregularities and ultimately the surface will become smooth. Now we can see our image in that. The reason for this is because the water has filled all the irregularities, so the light rays which are falling parallel on it will be reflected parallel now, and when the light rays are reflected parallel, then they will lead to the formation of image. Hope now this is clear to you that what is regular reflection and what is irregular reflection. Please don't ever write that irregular reflection is the failure of laws of reflection. No, not at all. Laws of reflection are always being applied. They are never being failed in any case. Only the circumstances are different.